Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, October 24th, 2020, and I hope you're all enjoying this fall season coming up on Halloween, which is always exciting. We have some landmarks. My husband will turn 65 on Monday. We aren't sure how that happened. Seems like we were just 18 and 21 meeting for the first time, so a few years have passed. So as we enter Act 3 of our lives, we hope to make good use of our time and do our bit to leave the world a little better than we found it. I hope we are able to do that. I am nearing retirement, as I might have mentioned in a previous video, in a little over 2 months. So I am both excited and sad. I would say it's exciting to not have to work every day because I must, to be able to relax a bit. But I will miss my friends and colleagues, and just you have a little bit of a sense of identity from work, and that will be different now. But I'm looking forward to spending more time on my music, with my friends, with my family. So, landmarks in our lives. So I have a lot of empties this week because I didn't have to travel this week. I will this coming week, but this one I didn't. So I've gotten through a bit, and I will share it with you now. First of all, from a new to me vendor, I have a few melts, and this is Sweet Sage Scents. So this is just one example of a bag of their beautiful shapes. And this little rabbit, I don't know how well you can see that through the wrapper, but there's a little bunny there. Very cute. And I will tell you, I have tried most of the scents that I got from her. I got 5 different blends in bags like these with shapes and a number of samples, and thanks to her for her kindness in sending samples. That's always appreciated. And the extremely strong throw. Strength and throw is 10 out of 10 on these. Magnificent and really good scents. So I'm quite pleased to share these with you. And the first one is called Aiko's Nap. And this is the bedtime blend that many vendors do. Pink sugar, fresh strawberry, vanilla bean noel, lavender, and toasted marshmallow. Scrumptiousness, very strong. Again, 10 out of 10. I used one of the small little rabbit heads last night in the bedroom, and wow, it's extremely strong and very beautiful. So I'm delighted, and I will share some of these other scents with you. Another one that I began but didn't finish, and you can see the little skull shape here. There were 2 skulls in here. This one is called Violet Velvet Sugar, and wow, this is high throw and very different. I hadn't smelled a blend like this before. So it's described as violet, red velvet cream. So red velvet, think of the cake, and so it doesn't taste like chocolate, but it's kind of a powdery cocoa. Golden plum, so there we have a fruit making it sweeter, sugared musk, pink jasmine, so a touch of floral, and wild strawberries. So it's like violets with a little bit of cocoa, a touch of floral, and then the sweetness from the plum. Beautiful. I love this. I will definitely repurchase, and again, excellent throw. Then I have a number of samples from her. One more of bag. This one is cinnamon sugar pretzel, so self-explanatory, extremely strong. And the one little disappointment I had in this one was as it melted over the hours, the cinnamon just became extraordinarily strong, so heavily spiced to the point that I couldn't smell the pretzel anymore. So that was the only little disappointment, because from a throw standpoint, wow. And initially I could smell the pretzel. Okay, 3 samples from Sweet Sage Scents. So the first is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Bath & Body Works type, high throw, beautiful. I often have not liked this scent by itself, but I actually enjoyed this. It was very nice and creamy. Next up was the Santa Claus. So as we come up to Christmas, this one is cinnamon and spruce. This one was not too spiced, so I got a lot of spruce and touch of cinnamon, high throw. Really nice combination. I enjoyed that very much. And finally, this was beautiful, Gingerbread Men. So this is gingerbread, fresh coffee, and marshmallow. Beautifully blended. The coffee was strong, the gingerbread was lovely and not overwhelming, and the creaminess from the marshmallow. So there you have my blends from Sweet Sage Scents, and I will be ordering more from them. Now I seem to have broken my hoarding and overbuying. This week I calmed down, which is always cause for gratitude. So, but when I get this current stash down, I would like to order again from Sweet Sage Scents. Okay, next up we have Empire Alchemy, which you know is one of my favorite vendors. I have largely samples this week because I melted through the drawer that I was working on, and I have another drawer which is curing. I like to let them cure for about 2 months. So at the moment I'm working through samples. This first one was ambrette and linen. Now I'm not entirely sure what ambrette is, but it's vanilla ambrette, white linen, and ozone. So this ambrette, I assume, is in the amber family, and it was more of a vanilla version of that. White linen being the laundry type, or fabric type, and ozone, that's that beautiful scent just after it rained to me. So I loved this, and I had a sample in it as well, so I got to enjoy this for several days. Fresh, beautiful, clean, slightly laundry, but I didn't walk in and think laundry scent. I walked in and thought fresh scent. So ambrette and linen, Empire Alchemy, enjoyed that. Next up, Sons of Liberty. This is a Lord of Misrule lush blend. So we have Lord of Misrule with velvet, sugar, lavender, incense, and sandalwood. I can't say I really got the lavender, but I certainly got the Lord of Misrule and the sweet sandalwood. I enjoyed this. As always with Lord of Misrule blends, I love Lord of Misrule so much, which is the patchouli, vanilla, and black pepper lush blend, that I really don't want it blended with anything else. So that's just a prejudice of my own. This was beautifully blended. I just prefer that note by itself. Okay, next up was Whiskey Tango Foxtrot from Empire Alchemy, a sample again. This is pipe tobacco, roasted pecans, whiskey, anise, and blue sugar. And what I got mainly here was the pipe tobacco. It was an earthy, warm tobacco, not smoky and not sweet. And I loved it. This was beautiful, high throw. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Next up we have Sky and Sunshine, another Empire Alchemy sample. Swedish Dream Salt, Sea Salt, Sangria Punch, and Ocean Breeze. Can't say I got the Sangria. I love Swedish Dream Salt very much. That's a kind of biting, I would say kind of a seashore salt, which is unique. It's a note unlike any other, and I like it very well. So from this, I got mainly a good fresh Swedish Dream Salt with the Ocean Breeze in the background. Loved it, would buy that again. Sky and Sunshine. Next up, I like this so well that I actually asked on Instagram if people had any more. I would be glad to buy it from them, and it still holds true. This is called Wandering Winds from Empire Alchemy, and this is driftwood, sea salt, white clouds, and green Irish tweed. So, this is the driftwood. I love that kind of woody citrus note. The sea salt bringing that oceanic note to it, white clouds, a touch of fresh laundry, and then the green Irish tweed. There's like a little bit of cotton plus like an Irish Spring. You hear my dear dog Eli commenting in the background. Irish Spring note in the background. So sort of a sea-like, woody, citrusy Irish Spring. This was gorgeous, and I hope she will bring this back on the website. High throw. And again, if any of you have any of this, I will happily buy it from you. Beautiful. The last sample from Empire Alchemy is Woodcutter's Cottage, and this is Shave Cream, Bayberry, and Black Forest. And again, I love this. I tell you, Anna and Chris can blend. This was high throw, so you got kind of the foresty, maybe slightly pine note with a bayberry, sweet berry in the background, and then the Shave Cream, which was the Barbasol type, very much like my grandpa, not cologne at all. So like you're in the forest and with a newly shaven gentleman. Absolutely gorgeous. Woodcutter's Cottage. I will repurchase if I see that again. Okay, moving on. A couple things here from retail. From Scentsy, we had Porch Pumpkin, and I love this. Very nice, not spicy at all. A beautiful creamy pumpkin. That's really all there is to say about this. I liked it a lot, long lasting, and I would repurchase. Next up, working on one of the family-sized clams of Farm Apple Pumpkin from Better Homes and Gardens. I love this, have melted it before, and will melt it again. Not spicy, really nicely blend of the apple and the pumpkin. Beautiful. Next, we have from Wicked Wax Studio. This week I melted Cinnamon Girl. Yeah, cinnamon girl. So this is cinnamon sugar donuts and vanilla lace. So this came off to me as kind of a perfumey cinnamon donut, which didn't work for me, but the blend, it was well blended, it was well balanced, and it had a nice medium throw. Okay, next up from the Scented Squirrel. I have been ordering again from Jess, and I don't know why I didn't for so long because she has wonderful wax. So first we have Lucky. I love this. This is buttermint cookies, strawberry pound cake, and vanilla sugar cookie dough. Gorgeous. Sometimes strawberry pound cake can be too sweet, but here that buttermint gives it a nice minty note and turns it into something different. Then you have this sugar cookie in the background, not buttery. Absolutely delicious. I love this. Nice medium throw, and I would order again. Next from the Scented Squirrel, we had Salty Santo, which is Palo Santo and Sea Salt Blossom. So this is very much like you had that beautiful sweet Palo Santo with the sea breeze blowing and the touch of woodiness. I didn't get floral, I got more of a woody note, and absolutely the sea breeze. Gorgeous, would repurchase. Salty Santo from the Scented Squirrel. Okay, next up, I had a random act of kindness from my friend Meg from Candle Find Forum, and I thank you, Meg, so much. Going right now from Little Blue Coop vendor, which is new to me, is blackberry waffles. And this is absolutely beautiful, a juicy blackberry, and you do get a nice crunchy waffle note in the background, not buttery, and it's sweet and beautiful without being overly sweet. From Ava's Country Cupboard, I melted white sage and sea salt. This scent on cold was beautiful, but extremely light. Now, it was poured in May, so normally I get great longevity from Ava, so not sure what happened here. I wish it had been stronger because I love her white sage and sea salt. Okay, from the Bunny Sisters, I have a few things, and you know I love my Bunny Sisters. First, we have Beetlejuice, which is apple cider, leaves, black cherry merlot, and birthday cake. So a fall blend. You get the leaves and then kind of that black cherry merlot wine note, although it isn't boozy, apple cider in the background, and a touch of bakery from the birthday cake. I really like that. High throw, Beetlejuice. Next up was Haunted Mansion from the Bunny Sisters, which is mac apple, pumpkin souffle, and toasted marshmallow. Very nice, very strong, heavy on the apple. I am tiring of apple, but that is no fault of the Bunny Sisters. This is a beautiful blend, and I'm sure you would all enjoy it. I'm just getting a little weary of apple. That is my personal problem in the fall. Next up, I love this, Campfire Tales from the Bunny Sisters, which is suede and tobacco, marshmallow fireside, and wood and earth. Love this. It was a little tombstone, as you see, actually a big tombstone. It's like a small loaf, so I cut about a third of it away. This was smoky, earthy, a warm tobacco, so it wasn't only the smoke scent, which sometimes tends to dominate. You definitely got that warm tobacco in the background. I love this. Campfire Tales. From Rainbow Melts, I have two samples, and the first one is a big favorite of mine, Frozen Lake. This is lavender and cypress, eucalyptus, and juniper berry. So you have a lot of fresh notes there. The lavender was secondary to the other fresh notes. High throw, beautiful. Frozen Lake, and I'm looking forward to ordering more of that. Next up, I hear my dog drinking in the background. I start these videos and everybody starts drinking. I think I wake them up. Next is spiced cookie from Rainbow Melts, warm spices and a sugar cookie. So exactly as it sounds. The spices were great, like a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg without being overbearing, and a not buttery sugar cookie, so a crispy cookie. I like this very much. Cookie scents sometimes can either be too buttery for me or overly spiced, but this was perfect. I liked it very much. Okay, next up, I am trying to move along here because I have rather a lot. Okay, these are two more random acts of kindness from my friend Mag. The first, oh, I love this. I did this last night. Also from Little Blue Coop, which I mentioned earlier. Fig and Cassis, which is a Jo Malone perfume type, kind of like Felosicos from Diptyque. So this was absolutely beautiful. So you had that fig note and then the cassis, not overly sweet. If you like fig, this is for you, and I do. Absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to reorder that. I must have more. Beautiful. Also lovely from 1801. I think I've got 1803 on here. I thought it was 1801. Please forgive me. That is an Etsy vineyard. So this one, I don't have scent notes, but it smelled like fresh grapes. Not the concentrated kind of grape note like Welch's grape concentrate that's so sweet. This is more like you're eating a bowl of fresh grapes. Absolutely lovely, not overly sweet, and I loved it. Beautiful vineyard. Okay, then we have just three more types from Homeworks melts. These are the little square wax melts from Homeworks, and I rebagged them. This is Autumn Bonfire. This is so nice. Crackling firewood, amber embers, sandalwood, and dark cranberries. So what you get here is a very smoky cranberry. Oh, so beautiful. So I'm glad I have a bit more of this. I usually put 2 squares in a Yankee centerpiece, and I put that in a couple different rooms and just filled the home. Very comforting, smoky evening with that little bit of sweetness from the cranberry. Glorious. They did a fine blend there. Next up, we have from Rose Girls a few things. Okay, so we have Banana French Toast Bear Claws, and I think this was in the donut sampler. If not, forgive me. This one didn't work as well for me. To me, I didn't get banana as much as I got kind of a butterscotch note. The Bear Claws, it was sweet and bakery, so nice in that regard, and only a low to medium throw. So that one was not my favorite. This one, however, pink lemon glazed donuts. Oh my goodness, it was so good. So you have the pink lemonade kind of note and then the glazed donut. Very sweet, and the fried note. So normally I'm not a fan of the fried or buttery note, but I don't know, that donut sampler has worked for me. Beautiful. Pink lemon glazed donut. Excellent. This next one, Down by the River. This was from the Let's Go Camping sampler. This is citrus, vetiver, and earth. And this was very fresh. I liked the scent, light to medium throw, and didn't last very many hours. So I wish it had been a bit stronger, but the scent itself was gorgeous, Down by the River. 2 bags I worked on from Rose Girls but did not finish. Opposite of Keto and Bonfire Bliss Nilla Campfire Marshmallows. So I actually blended these together, and it was wonderful. So Bonfire Bliss Nilla Campfire Marshmallows, you had the smoky, creamy marshmallow, kind of, Bath and Body Work campfire marshmallow scent. And then opposite of Keto is a bakery blend with pretzel. And I love it because you really get the pretzel note. So these two together, you get kind of the smoky, more creamy bakery pretzel wonderfulness. This was great. And as you can see, I have quite a bit more. So I will enjoy that. Second to last from Super Tarts. This was a gift from my friend Angie. Thank you, Angie. This is called The Middle, and it is Gain Strawberry and Fruity Pebbles. I really like the Gain in the strawberry. I could have done without the Fruity Pebbles. That's just, again, my personal preference because it was well blended and it was strong, and it lasted for a long time. From Super Tarts. And finally, and just let me say, this is new to me and I am delighted. Look at this packaging. So it comes like a tricorn, kind of like a hat, tricorn hat in this thick craft paper from Bohemian Life, spelled in the French way, I-E-E-N-E on the end. Bohemian Life with a wax seal. And then inside, oh, look at these little taffy looking fellows. And this one is in the scent of tobacco leaves. And it is described as a sweet, here I have to see this, a sweet, smoky, comforting melange of caramelized vanilla, patchouli, and honeyed pipe tobacco. This is glorious. So I'm pleased that I have maybe 7 of these little taffy guys left. And this is strong and beautiful. So you need to check out Bohemian Life. Thank you to my friend Meg, who gave this to me as a gift. And I am enjoying this so much. Beautiful. This smells like my grandfather's pipe tobacco. Didn't really get the patchouli other than a warm earthiness underneath, which is just as I like it because I love tobacco and I wanted that to be the dominant note, which it is. So that's my star of the show this week from Bohemian Life, Tobacco Leaves. And that is it. I thank you so much for listening to me going on and on, almost 20 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful week. Hug your families. Stay safe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.